Do nice guys really finish last in dating? A question that has been around as long as dating itself. This phrase has been echoed in every corner of our society, from movies to music, from TV shows to social media posts. It's part of our popular culture. It's a belief, a stereotype that seems to be ingrained in our collective consciousness. We've all heard stories, seen characters who are the epitome of nice, yet they always seem to be the ones left behind in the ruthless world of romance. They are the ones who give their all, only to be overlooked in favor of the bad boy, the rebel, the risk-taker. It's a narrative that's as old as time, and it's time we take a closer look. So let us delve into this age-old conundrum and see if there's any truth to it. First, we need to understand what it means to be a nice guy in the context of dating. So what's the nice guy syndrome? It's when a man is overly agreeable, avoids confrontation, and constantly puts others' needs before his own. He's the one who always says yes, even when he means no. He's the guy who's always there for everyone else, often at the expense of his own happiness. Picture this, a kind-hearted guy named Alex. Alex is the epitome of a nice guy. He's always the first to offer a helping hand and is notorious for putting others before himself. In the dating world, Alex is the one who's always there for his dates, even when they cancel last minute. He's quick to forgive and rarely asserts his own needs or wants. But here's the catch. Despite his best intentions, Alex struggles in the dating scene. His dates often perceive his kindness as a lack of assertiveness. They mistake his willingness to accommodate as a lack of self-respect, and ultimately they lose interest, leaving Alex confused and heartbroken, wondering what he's doing wrong. In this scenario, Alex's kindness isn't the issue. The problem lies in the fact that Alex doesn't set boundaries, doesn't assert his own wants and needs, and doesn't stand up for himself when he's treated unfairly. Unfortunately, his good intentions are overshadowed by his inability to assert himself. At the end of the day, the nice guy syndrome isn't about being nice. It's about a lack of self-respect and self-assertion. It's about neglecting your own needs in favor of others. And it's about being afraid to stand up for yourself. So, does being a nice guy doom you to a lifetime of dating disappointments? Not necessarily. The key is to strike a balance between being kind and being assertive, between putting others first and respecting yourself. But more on that later. For now, let's delve deeper into the misconceptions surrounding nice guys. The problem isn't with being nice. The problem lies with the misconceptions and misinterpretations of what being nice means. Now let's unpack this. We live in a society where some people mistakenly equate being nice with being weak, submissive, or even pushover. This is a gross misunderstanding of the term nice. It's not about lacking backbone or the inability to assert oneself. Being nice is about respect, kindness, and understanding. But unfortunately, these misconceptions can negatively impact a nice guy's dating life. Let's look at a case study to illustrate this point. We'll call our protagonist Jack. Jack is the epitome of a nice guy. He's considerate, respectful, and always goes out of his way to help others. However, in the dating world, Jack often finds himself overlooked or friend-zoned. Why? Because his niceness has been misconstrued as a lack of confidence or assertiveness. In one particular instance, Jack was interested in a woman named Lisa. He was always there for her, providing emotional support, listening to her problems, and even helping her move apartments. But when Jack finally mustered up the courage to express his feelings, Lisa told him that she only saw him as a friend. Lisa's perception of Jack wasn't because he was genuinely nice, it was because she, like many others, had fallen prey to the misconception that nice equates to weakness. She failed to see the strength in his kindness, the courage in his empathy, and the boldness in his respect for her. Instead, she saw a man who couldn't assert himself, when in reality, Jack was only being considerate and respectful. As we can see, it's not about being nice or not. It's about how being nice is perceived and interpreted. The challenge for nice guys isn't to stop being nice, but to debunk these misconceptions and show the world that being nice doesn't mean being weak or submissive. It means being kind, respectful, and understanding, all of which are signs of a strong and confident individual. The key isn't to stop being nice, it's to balance niceness with assertiveness. The answer to our proverbial question isn't to abandon kindness altogether, but rather to establish a harmonious equilibrium between being considerate and being firm, between accommodating and asserting. Setting boundaries is a crucial part of this equation. It's about respecting your own needs and making sure others do too. It's saying no when you need to, without feeling guilty or fearing the loss of a relationship. It's about understanding that your needs, feelings, and time are just as important as anyone else's. Standing up for oneself is another significant component. It's the ability to assert your rights, express disagreement, and defend yourself against unfair treatment. It's the courage to express your thoughts and feelings openly without worrying about pleasing others or avoiding conflict. Expressing one's needs in a relationship is equally vital. It's about being honest and clear about what you want and need from your partner. It's about having the courage to ask for what you want, without fear of rejection or judgment. Now let's take a look at a case study. Meet John, a self-proclaimed nice guy who found himself constantly overlooked in the dating scene. John was always the one to go the extra mile, to put others' needs before his own. But John was never assertive. He never set boundaries or stood up for himself. He was afraid that being assertive would make him seem less nice, less desirable. But when John learned to balance his niceness with assertiveness, things started to change. He started setting boundaries, standing up for himself, and expressing his needs. And guess what? People didn't think less of him. In fact, they respected him more. His relationships improved and his dating life flourished. And there it is, the answer to our question. Nice guys don't finish last. They just need to find the right balance. They need to understand that being nice and being assertive are not mutually exclusive. They can coexist. And when they do, that's when the magic happens. So, to all the nice guys out there, don't change who you are. Just remember to stand up for yourself too. Now let's take a quick walk down memory lane. We've discussed the nice guy syndrome, a common misconception that's often misunderstood. We've delved into the heart of the matter, shedding light on the real definition of a nice guy. It's not about being a doormat. It's about being kind and assertive, standing firm in your beliefs while respecting others. We've also explored the balance between being nice and being assertive, a fine line that, when walked correctly, can lead to rewarding relationships. It's time to reevaluate and redefine what being a nice guy truly means. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Remember, it's not about being nice or not, it's about being you.